Hi everybody, and welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. And this is me, Oberon, with my show, Goth Tarot. And it's a weekly exploration into our shadow selves, trying to integrate those warring aspects that maybe give us our character, our emotional, dark, gothic kind of texture in our lives, what we believe in. It's more than just necessarily believing in alt kind of stuff. It's also a little bit more of a somber look at life, maybe. It's not resignation so much as maybe a subtler form of determination. Anyways, I do a layered reading with several decks and several card pulls. My first one comes from the Midnight Boulevard. And this time I'm going to mix it up a bit by choosing 3 cards from each of the decks I'm going to pull from. So I'm going to pull from the Midnight Boulevard for the dark design, the factors that are around you right now, 3 cards for that. Then I'm going to pull from the Barbieri Tarot for the dark desires, those things that maybe are really passionate about and what effects they have on our life or the matters around us. And then finally, from the Tarot Gothika, I pull 3 cards, and that will be the cards that frame the idea of the dark decisions, the possible choices we have to move forward. There'll be some shadow work from the Earth and Bone Oracle at the end. So let's get started. And these, as I said before, are collective readings, so they're actually for everybody. We're not breaking them down to zodiac signs or elemental signs or any other, deciding factor. They're just for everybody. So if it resonates to you, take from it what you will. And so, as I mentioned, I'm using the Midnight Boulevard. And card 1 is Temperance. Card 2 is the Magician. These are both upright, by the way. And card 3 is the upright 2 of Pentacles. I love this deck. It's very colorful. It is absolutely a darker deck. So the dark design, things that more or less make up environmental matters or situations around you. And it seems like there's a big need to maybe find balance in your life, to be reflective of your willpower in terms of either that, trying to find the balance and using aspects of your overall strong personality, your willpower. The Magician can tell us maybe possibly when it's reversed about trickery, but I don't see that here. This is really honest kind of work that maybe you want to engage in, trying to find more of an emotional and otherwise balance in your life. And finally, it's also reflected in the upright 2 of Pentacles that maybe is also telling you there is really a lot you can do to work on your issues, and that this is really a good time for that. And it sounds like almost too general. They really do fit in well together. Using, your talents and skills and maybe your sense of willpower, you have to find balance in your life, and it may mean addressing some situations that have been, more or less a handful. And that's really the Two of Pentacles there. I mean, in the description, he looks pretty confident, but basically he is facing a squid. I like the pirate motif in this sense. All right, so now I'm going to move on to, what did I say? The Barbieri Tarot for our dark desires. And these are cards that describe things that we're very passionate about, or that we want to be passionate about, or that we're involved in. And they can be a reflection of our will to want these things. And so that's kind of interesting that the Magician showed up in the first set of cards. But let's look at this as a sense of, what do these things mean in terms of how we try to have an effect on our world? Whoops. So our cards, and it's the reverse Two of Swords. It's the reverse Devil. They're all reversed. I know what some people would say. And it's the reversed Knight of Pentacles. So this relates to, like I said, the dark desires, passions, really important things to us that we really feel very strongly about, very emotionally related. And it looks like there's something that you've been moving into a new decision on. The Two of Swords reflects the idea of maybe some movement in a new direction, and maybe coming from the idea that you've been holding something back that you are passionate about, or that you have a great will to do. And I think it's the Devil reversed. The Devil reversed shows us trying to conquer the things that oppress us, the things that we are maybe codependent about. So maybe if we address this from a universal point of view, we find we're really strongly seeking to make a move in terms of what we feel oppresses us. And of course, this could just be the job we have. I mean, maybe we work at really horrible places, and that is actually a lot of us, where we don't feel we are free in a way. We're held back. That's the typical devil, is sort of like not free to function as you would like to. But I think the Knight of Pentacles reminds us that we are maybe not always our best ally for this change. And so sometimes there's almost like a Stockholm Syndrome effect, where maybe, this is going to sound a little deep, but maybe, and this could be more true with Goth-minded people, that having that sense of persecution, oppression, or limitations is a part of a narrative that we often can have about ourselves. And so this could represent a reluctance to fully move forward on where something else is telling us we should move forward. So people, take note. You can only carp about your persecution so much, or what oppresses you, but if you have possibilities to change, you have to really move on those. So I'm not going to harp on that one too much. It's just how I see it. Let's move to the dark decisions with, once again, the Tarot Gothika. This is, there I go again, dropping cards. My goodness. So like I said, the dark decisions, I said it earlier, may relate to those kind of determinations that we need to make. And so this is telling you where you should really be putting your energy to address either the situations from the dark design, or if seemingly hanging and vaguish, the dark desires. Alrighty. Oh, and my goodness, my cards are once again reversed. So it's the Lovers reversed. We're going to move those over a little. And then it's followed by the Queen of Swords reversed. Let's show her. And then finally, are they both queens or is one the king? You know, I hate when I'm not really used to my new decks. Sorry about that. But, it says Princess. So Princess is a page. It's the upright Princess of Pentacles. Sorry, it's just too dark of a deck. I may not use it again. So what does this mean? Our decisions maybe have an idea about moving us out of a status quo. I'm sorry. That's the reverse 9. It's not the Queen. So sorry about that. But this is the Princess. Okay, I'm very sorry about that. I may end up having to cut this out. So in our dark decisions, the Lovers reversed. The Nine of Swords reversed, and the Princess or Page of Swords or Pentacles. Well, if these are decisions, it's maybe feeling like we probably have to learn to move ahead whether we are in a state of oppression or not. It almost looks like we're still ending up choosing what's not good for us with the Lovers reversed, but maybe for the reason that we feel it may be dispelling a certain level of anxiety. And, you know, once again, I'm thinking back where it just seems like maybe change is really hard or slow or not really functionally doable at this time, perhaps. The Page of Pentacles, to me, could once again be suggesting that we need to kind of enlighten ourselves. We need to learn more. We need to maybe... I think I think some of us are confused and we're not getting enough of the picture. When I look at the overall trajectory here, it starts off strong, like we realize there are some balance issues and we need to use our will for that. But then we almost immediately move into the idea that if we're making changes to what we feel limits us or oppresses us, these changes have to go slowly. And those are in our desire level, what we think we have to do, how passionate we are about that. But ultimately, what it looks like in the decision area is it still is somewhat mixed. I'm going to leave it at that. But I did want to move on to the shadow work, which is going to come from the Earth and Bone. So maybe the shadow work can give us a little insight into what we really need to be doing here. Another way of looking at the Lovers reversed is really saying in this idea, we have to get rid of codependent or relationships that don't work for us. And that is kind of a kickback to the devil. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so our best motives are really, our best decisions are also really trying to tackle that sense of anxiety. Knowledge is still the key. All right. The Earth and Bone Tarot or Oracle gives us Crossed, number 13. Choices, stuck, searching for purpose, daydreaming, indecision. Shed the past and sever the ties to any obligation of fulfilling others' expectations. Choose your spiritual path and follow a daily spiritual practice for clear answers. Stay out of harm's way by displaying courage, strength, calmness, and confidence. Trust what feels good. Follow the path of light. What comes easy is right. What feels like a struggle or is consistently burdening must go. Let go of any people or projects that are constantly posing problems and are too difficult. What is meant for you will come easily. Be willing to flow more freely and attract more blessings. If you feel you have to jump through too many hoops, it's not for you. Meditate to gain clarity and connect with Spirit for guidance. Make this connection a daily practice. Leave behind old habits that cause low vibrations. Consider what serves you by what you love to do and do it unapologetically. Let go of how you want to be perceived in this world. Trust your instincts. Dedicating to your spiritual practice will unveil part of your life path. Shed any burdens or feelings of obligations. Your life path is a spiritual one. Some relationships are holding you back from doing what's right for your soul. Let go of obligations and shed past beliefs or relationships that do not serve you. You are being called to choose a new direction, which sets you free and clears your path to abundance. Affirmation. I am acting on inspiration and insights. I move through life with ease and grace. So I like that. You know, a lot in the reading just seem to have some vacillation points, like maybe there's conflicts in our own life because, well, there's conflicts in our feelings because of what's going on around us. You know, real life, I think, is a part of what's going on. A lot of people feel they need balance. I started off that way, and we need a lot. Something fell to the floor that I didn't realize right away. I don't think it really changes the reading a whole lot, but I wanted to share it because it's the upright Nine of Cups. And it came from the Barbieri, so it was actually maybe during the Dark Desires. So I take this as an idea that the things that we are trying to conceive and possibly will, whether it is that temperance and balance or being able to control a lot of the factors in our life materially, the Two of Pentacles, we really can manifest what we truly desire. It's there for us. We have to address some of those issues of our limitations, whether they're self-imposed or whether we feel we're involved in codependent relationships. And this card kind of talked about a bit of that too, telling us to put ourselves firmly on the spiritual path and, you know, negate the vibrations that are lower around us when we can. So I'm just going to leave it like that for Goth Tarot. And don't forget to watch our live show tomorrow from 7 to 9. I'm also back with the emotional exchanges on Friday mornings at 7 a.m. or anytime after. Happy hour will be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And our Banshees Material Matters is on Sunday at 10 a.m. And then another live show from us from 2 to 4 p.m. So that's it for the week. I believe we have another extra special predictions coming out. It may be coming out today or very soon. So watch for that. It's kind of like our New Year's predictions. And we're pretty excited about that one because it was intensive. We wanted to really throw a lot of cards in a lot of directions. So hopefully we gave some good meat to the reading. All right, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.